pleasure for me to announce now Gunnar Hermann, CRO von Ford. Welcome. Curious to hear about your visions.
Vielen Dank. It's a real pleasure for me to be here and have the opportunity to, first of all, meet with you, but also to interact with you. And I hope I see some of you later on our Ford stand to talk about mobility and in context of startups. We generally live in times with fast changes. With fast changes and the biggest revolutions. The way we work, the way we move, the way we live. Every aspect of our life is actually changing. These fast developments require disruptive thinking, but also disruptive processes, which in addition will certainly have an impact on the selection of our partners and partnerships. Today, new partnerships and alliances are more important than ever. We as Ford bring a lot of experience and expertise, but also a very innovative mindset of our engineering community and openness for new concepts. And we hope actually that you are willing to provide the additional piece for some of our products and services. As Ford expands to be an automotive and mobility company, we have a strong focus on how mobility needs to be reorganized in city environments. This is today and tomorrow. We are focused on cities because an urban population increases, mobility issues are most acute in urban settings. Just to give you an example, 100 years ago, the average speed to go through London was approximately 12 kilometers per hour. And guess what? Today, it's basically the same, or even less. So cities like London facing gridlock and air pollution and need partners to deliver mobility solutions. And Ford is actually committed being the partner. We believe the world's cities offer the greatest opportunity to solve the mobility paradox of reducing congestion while increasing capacity. To achieve this, we need to rethink the basics of mobility and aggressively pursue emergent opportunities. And emergent business models and services are exactly where startup companies like you have the biggest potential and the biggest chance to get established and to grow. The future of mobility requires innovation and product personalization to even more adapt to the customer's needs and social requirements. As we think about the future, and I'm talking about the next 5 to 10 years here, we see the introduction of autonomous vehicles, the growth of electrified vehicles, proliferation of connected vehicles and devices, and new infrastructure technology combining to begin to make transportation more affordable and cities healthier, easier to navigate, safer and more productive. Just think of new opportunities coming with autonomous vehicles. To address all the described challenges, we will apply more and more the new technical opportunity and have already started to think beyond our usual radar screen. One field of interest for us to help to reduce urban congestions are dynamic shuttles. In this area, we're looking forward to your ideas and solutions, in particular regarding interior concepts for future dynamic shuttle services. We imagine future shuttle services more dynamic, more individualized as today. This opens actually the door for new interior concepts that provides more privacy and more security, but also more comfort. In addition, we target new smart digital services to support our customers wherever we can provide the ultimate user experience. And also in the field of commercial vehicles, just think about a handyman and their highly specified mobility and van interior needs depending on their business area. They are already spending a lot of time personalizing their vehicles for their specific needs. Here, for example, with individual racks or ramps, some might need smart storage systems, some need eventually cooling systems, and I could go on. Here we see a huge opportunity and potential, but as well demand for creative ideas. As you can see from our co-development efforts with Street Scooter, it's actually a very good example to tailor-made design which suits 100% the customer needs, help to ease coping with the task. In the Street Scooter, DHL as the customer defines and determines the van's capability, equipment, and functionalities. As I'm sure you can help them beyond the actual interior car design and develop smart digital services, imagine a future car which adopts all of these needs and the new use cases as easy as it is with your smartphone. Wouldn't it be great if you could use apps and connect whatever technology you want to support a large variety of tasks, supported by an even increasing number of new services? Representations of the European Research Center in Aachen are looking forward to your visit. It's behind this wall, you see the Ford stand. Feel invited to get in touch with them and also have a look at some of the innovations created by our employees around the globe. Last year, we asked our staff worldwide to submit ideas from what we called the Last Mile Mobility Challenge. From the approximately 633 submitted concepts, we selected 9 for further evaluation opportunities. And today you will have the chance to see and experience 3 of the finalists as proof points to underpin that we at Ford think beyond cars. However, we mainly here to see and hear from you what you have been working on and how it would fit to our vehicles, services, and mobility solutions. We're looking forward to see you at our stand, experience some of our new technologies, but really we're welcoming your ideas, your input, your concepts, and eventually the work with you to build a mobility future. So be welcome at the Ford stand. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hermann. May I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
To grab the chance that we have you here on stage, I would like to know from you, what is the interest of Ford to join a startup event like the Startup Con today? What is your benefit from it?
I think it's a great forum actually to get in touch with startup, with younger people, and all to create new business. I mentioned in my speech that we convert from an auto company into an auto and mobility company. Yeah. This is really important for us because the core business of producing cars isn't profitable anymore. So we will not have a future. So we're looking desperately to build up our mobility world, and I think I get the right customers and innovation people sitting in front of me here.
Yeah, I understand your point. So let's ask other way around. How can startups profit from the presence of Ford here today? What's in for them?
Well, as I mentioned with Street Scooter, which is a big startup if you want,
Yeah.
DHL was not supposed to produce cars, but in fact they have the benefit of having an auto car company helping them to produce these cars now.
Yeah.
So what transfer this into any startup, a great idea requires a great partner to give you eventually the business background and to help actually to grow your idea to something we can sell together. And I think there's nothing better than having a big company helping you standing on your own feet.
I think that sounds really great. By the way, I've seen a small vehicle driving around. I was very interesting because this vehicle has carried luggage around. What was it? I want to have it, I think.
Well, this is one of the finalists out of our global challenge we made yesterday, last year, the last mile concept. E-carrier is effectively a moving pallet. You can stand on it, you can carry your luggage. It follows you if you want or not.
Wow,
you can
good.
switch it off and it stands there. But effectively, it's a kind of a convenient feature. And just think about a nice day with DHL, delivering parcels and packages.
Yeah.
The guy could now basically put lots of parcels on this carrier, just walk from house to house, and the carrier is following you and serves you basically all the various packages. And the ultimate idea is then that you push another button and your car is coming to you. You jump in with the carrier again, go the next street and repeat it. So that's really the concept. And
That's good.
I think the trick is individual mobility items, they need to come together to build a business. And e-carrier is part of it, which we use on the commercial side sooner, but even, even more sooner.
Yeah, it's all about ecosystems, isn't it? You know, the next speaker on stage is the mayor of Cologne. It's Mrs. Henriette Reker. So we have two famous representatives on stage here, following the other. I would like to know from you, how is Ford supporting the town of Cologne in questions of the future of mobility to make Cologne future ready?
Well, if you look at the pollution and emission standards every city, meanwhile, is facing, we have approximately 48 cities in Germany not meeting the emission standards.
Yes.
And Cologne is unfortunately one of these cities. And I think as a car producer, it is also in our responsibility to help to create air quality plans. And as such, we really would like to get closer engaged with the city to develop mobility ideas which addresses also city congestions.
Yes.
I mean, I mentioned this in my speech. It's a bit of a paradox. Congestions, we as car producer are creating congestions, if you want. And now we're talking the other way around to say, well, we like the capacity for the city, but we don't want the congestions. And now I think this is really where we would like to get in touch with the cities to say, all right, how can we test and trial or set up pilots for mobility concepts, which helps people moving around completely unconstrained, and everyone lives in a very clean air, healthy environment.
That sounds like a great future.
Well, we hope so.
Thank you very much to taking the time to coming over here, Mr. Hermann. This is your applause.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have fun with the interviews now. I know there are a lot of journalists waiting for you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.